I actually just got back from my Tekken locals here in Perth and saw you live. Catching some Tekken content with your horn. Oh yeah. Wow, that's the whole point of what I'm doing this for, really. It's really all that's all it's about. That's all this cheese is about, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. 2-2. So when will the tiebreaker be then? Next time, right? Whenever it happens, right? When it happens. I didn't press there. It's not punishable though. Oh, you're like everyone else, huh? Everyone who played in the Cheese Dojang today are all low hunters. You're all looking for them lows. No lows for Hwoarang. That's okay, I'm used to that. That's how I grew up with Hwoarang. No lows. I never got to abuse this character's like strengths. Never. Oh. Like whenever, maybe it could be like next Friday, next Friday. I mean, I'm doing this for the whole year, so there'll be plenty of chances. All in. Okay. Oh yeah, because one combo wouldn't have killed you. Correct. Correct. I'm too late in the whiff. Too late. I whiffed too much. Alright. That again, it's controlling situation by situation. So after CD1, he's always gonna do back 1+2. He's looking for that. So it's my job to adjust to that again. Oh, sidestep right that one. If I could catch it at the right moment. Whiff, please. He's not gonna whiff for me, isn't he? That sidestep. I didn't press back one. That was pretty dangerous. Oh no, back 1+2. That's mid. Back one? Bawal. Fight. Oh, there's more. There are more Xiaoyus. Of course, Tapsy's definitely really good. But there are others as well that you have to watch out for. He's not the only one. That's why you have to keep your guard up against the Ling matchup all the time. Whoa, that's not fair. Come on. Okay, I have to give that round. Or not. I was gonna orbital again and be like, let's see if he's really the true Brian Fury. I'm spent. I think I'm falling from the adrenaline already. Like since it's not tournament. I gotta quit doing that and do CC back 3. Or power kick at least. Okay. Oh, this is his first time fighting my Hwoarang, I think. No wonder why his reactions are like that. It's from other Hwoarangs, not mine. Air raid. The last kick again is +1. Round 2. It's definitely +1. Fight. Yes, +1 to that too. Duck. Thank you. Today is the day you will be ducking. You could have ducked that. Press. Yes. Yeah, it's not my Hwoarang. The reactions aren't from my Hwoarang. When was the last time? We played 3 times. Is this the third? I think this is the third. I think I used Miguel versus him. Yeah, because it's important to remember who you used versus against a player to know what kind of reactions you created. Of all combos to do, I had to go stylish. Only to drop it. Fantastic. Well, JFSR, I did it again. Except it was even later. Okay. Oh, I mean, when the connections are possible or when we can travel, right? Those are the only times it can happen. And if I actually qualify for something. I have to win here first. And winning here is already a difficult task. No. But it's a task I would graciously accept. However, I'm not so focused as to competing anymore. Like, I've dropped the focus from it. Not that I don't still want to compete, right? But I'm laying lower for it. Like, I'm just waiting for Tekken 8 mainly. And I just want to finish up all the Hwoarang stuff for Tekken 7. Oops. Does he know? Yeah, well, I mean, if you were listening, you would know. What do I expect? Of course you would know. But no throw break and a 1+2. Oh no! That's like very similar to the Hell Sweep situation. I mean, there's a lot of players I definitely want to play. I'd want to play Acellus. And all the stuff I know are from him. So he's gonna be like, ah, okay, it's my stuff. Yeah, I am. More on, what do you call that? Yeah, more on creating. I don't know, man. I've been doing this for 5 years. You know. I don't think I can keep doing it, really. Oh. And you know, Melty's coming out. Melty, I'm kind of hyped. I'm hyped for Melty. So, I want to compete fully in 2D as well. I'll give myself the last 3 months of this year to compete in 2D. At the same time while streaming it, right? Creating content. Because I never got to fully compete in the 2D landscape. I'd always give it like half of my attention. So my best placement in a 2D fighter was like 5th place. Which isn't that bad, really. But I never knew the game fully. Like the matchups and whatnot, the lab work and all that. I just kept it really simple. Unlike how much I know for Tekken and how much I can teach it. Like, it's not as absurd as the knowledge I have with Hwoarang. Like, I want it at that level. So that's essentially just the same competitive level I've got here. Like, I would always get stopped by one of the other stronger players in the 2D scene. Because essentially they knew more. There was only so much I could go with what I was doing. I mean, yeah. And of course, that's if I learn it really fast, right? That's my concern. What's my growth for it? Because if it takes too long, then I might drop it. Oh my goodness, it hit. The memes work. They work. I've been doing this the whole cheese Dojang. So it's still the way the systems play. Because in Tekken, I could do that. I could dash block. Now, I'm not saying you can't dash block, but the way you dash block there is completely different from the way you dash block in Tekken. And I'm too used to the way okay, let's not say too used to. I'm spoiled, right? I'm spoiled by the Tekken system in regards to that. Do it. Do it. Hi, Sayam. Ah, yikes, he actually did it. Oh, I should have pressed back 3. Because every time I can hit you, well, you can't necessarily hit. Well, you can actually. Never mind. That's what I'm asserting. You can hit confirm it. You can hit confirm what they call that, the back turn combo. So if you see the jab hit their back, you can just press back 3, and it'll most likely connect. Oh no, the cheese is gonna go in. The cheese. DF2, 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 DF2. I'm just fishing, throwing it out there. All right. And of course, I've learned a lot that I was able from the games I've played that are not Tekken, all over to what do you call that? To Tekken. So I've definitely was able to transfer all the skills I've learned. It's just finding a way to make it make sense, right? And make it connect to Tekken. That's it. So that takes a little bit of time, takes its own process and stuff like that. I'm dead. Perfect. 7 slices of cheese for Kick.I.Am. Fight. The choices for Schling was impeccable. That's Tapsy for you. But of course, you gotta remember he's making me guess. And I'm respecting the guess, number 1. That's the most important part. So, remember, if your opponent's not respecting stuff or is more willing to press buttons in X situation, you have to make sure you follow up with your most guaranteed option. You keep them in check, essentially. That's what you need to do. If you don't keep them in check and tell them, hey, you can't win in this situation, you're gonna be at a major disadvantage. Ooh! That's important. Was I just about to do something that was negative 15 in the face? Yeah. Oh no. Will he actually catch up? Kahit rage. Actually, if I just stay on the floor? If I just stay on the floor? Even if he gets the slide, right? I'm still alive. Yeah, that's timing. Gotta remember, gotta look at the time. I know they can't help but whiff something. So I'm waiting for that one off chance opportunity that they'll whiff. That's like what I'm mainly focusing on. And if they're not going to whiff, right? Because there's a good number of players like that. where they won't whiff. You have to create situations where you bait them to whiffing. Like, okay, I want you to press here. You have to start creating situations one by one that kind of make them want to press. So you have to create a situation that either A, they lose wall positioning just like that, or B, they get chipped. They lose life. It's either one of the two. Well, technically not one of the two, right? Because A was positioning, B was already getting chipped. Yeah, because C is a mix-up, but that's present in both A and B. So never mind, it's still one of the two. One of the two. I'll take that. I'm not even gonna ask why that happened. Whiff. Oh, you're not gonna come to me? Oh, he is. Never mind. Wall bounce. This is the one thing he has super consistent, the combo. Oh no. So up back 3 hasn't really been serviceable to me as Uki. Not as serviceable. Ow! Slap on the face. DF2 shoulder. What was I thinking? That wasn't gonna go in. Wow, he caught that? Seriously? I worked hard there. Tapsy just keeps pushing very aggressive. Reminds me so much of that. Yes. But it got cleaner over times. That's the point. So he tests the waters, does something else again, does something else again, stuff like that. So you can see how much information he's gathering and the options he can use. Am I alive? Thank you. My kasama, thank you. That's a free punish for you. And you can keep running the Oki again and again. And now they wait even longer, right? They wait even longer. And that means you open them up to more, what do you call this? Offense. And then you get in your opponent's head. That's one way of doing it. I didn't duck side. Ay, back 3. 3, 4. Yeah, so something like that, right? Like give you a brief idea of how it works. No, I'm not falling for it. Gotta do a new situation. Gave me all that. Okay, you know, it connects, right? He's waiting. Like that, if you give Hwang down 3-4, yeah, it's... You're opening yourself up to a lot of danger. And Tapsy didn't really give me down 3-4 a lot. That's why he was... Because he kept fishing low a lot, right? It says I have 4 wins straight, but I shouldn't... That confused me with the actual score, which is 4-1. Okay. Other Hwangs playing very different. I play very different from a lot of Hwangs. So, I'm not a good basis either. So even if you keep practicing with me with Hwang, if you don't know how classic Hwang offense operates and certain Hwang tendencies and all that kind of stuff, and you didn't study the matchup, you're gonna be always losing to the other Hwangs out there, regardless of rank. Even if you can play me at a decent level. Because my Hwang is completely different. My formulas technically a majority of our formulas are the same. It's just how you get from point A to point B. Or like how do you solve for X, right? Ooh, math. With Hwang. You can literally apply that to any other character, really. But I again, as I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you guys caught it, but I never got to use this character's strengths. Oh! Like, you know, the unfamiliarity of the matchup and all that kind of stuff. Like, I was growing up, like, you know, like how you guys are, you know, Cheese Dojang players are doing. And of course, excluding the guys who are, like, within the scene, like the super high level ones. Like the people I spar with when we had locals daily. I just couldn't use the character's strengths. Like, you know, matchups, blah, 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 down 3-4, blah, blah, blah. None, never. Kind of one of the reasons why my Hwang ended up like this. The players in the scene just flat out refused to give me the stuff I wanted to do. Oh, that's it. Good games to Kick.I.Am. Good games. I almost lost track there. Horang frame traps. One of the most basic of them all is the Flamingo 1 into forward 1 plus 2, because Flamingo 1 is plus 5, and of course with forward 1 plus 2 being exactly 15 frames, and it's a mid counter hit launcher. So if I press in between after Flamingo 1, I'm going to get counter hit launch and the game will just apparently break. That's how good it is. That's how strong this cheese setup is.